It makes me very happy to see the church almost full this morning, but on the other hand, I promise we will not overbook like some airlines do. I'm certain by now many of you have seen this terrible video of what happened on the United flight from Chicago to Louisville, Kentucky last Sunday evening, exactly a week ago. And I'm certain as you and I watch these videos of poor Dr. David Dow being dragged, bloodied, down the aisle of the plane, a small voice inside your heart was screaming, "What the heck is happening? What's wrong with these people? How can this be done to one of us?" Did you hear that voice inside your heart when you were watching that video? Well, listen to that quiet voice. Notice when that voice is talking to you. Because that voice, my friends, is the voice of your conscience. It's a very natural reaction of a human heart to scream, "What the heck is happening?" when you see injustice happen in front of you. It's a natural reaction that I hope we can retain, to be scandalized in face of such terrible actions. I hope we can still be shaken up when we see things like that happen. I hope we haven't become too cynical and we didn't say, "Oh, it's just life," because life should not be like that. That voice of conscience that makes you shrug inside of you, shiver, when you see scenes like from the plane, or from Syria, or from Afghanistan, or from Ukraine, or from anywhere in the world where injustice is happening. That voice, my friends, is very important. That voice that makes you shiver is the voice of your conscience. Do not let that voice go away. Listen to that voice. Nurture that voice. And more importantly, follow that voice. For the conscience is the voice of God Himself. God that speaks in every human heart. You don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be Catholic, you don't have to be believer in anything to react with disgust and scandal to these images. It doesn't take faith to be human. It doesn't take faith to be compassionate. It doesn't take faith to be kind to each other. I hope that many of you, as you were reading the Passion story of Jesus last Sunday and 2 days ago on Good Friday, had a similar reaction in your heart as you were watching Dr. Dow being dragged from the plane. Because if you imagine what happened to Jesus, if you close your eyes and picture His way to Calvary, if you picture His bloodied face, His scourged body, if you picture the crown of thorns on His forehead, when you picture nails in His hands and His feet, that voice of conscience should scream inside of you as well. That voice of conscience should shake you up when you think of Good Friday. That voice of conscience should tell you, do something about it. And you see, God did something about it. As God was watching the YouTube channel of the crucifixion, God's voice of conscience said, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? What are they doing to one of them? And God decided to do something about it. And that we celebrate today. That action of God in the face of injustice and rejection and hatred, that action that brought executed criminal back to life, is at the heart of Easter Sunday. You see, God did not stop with watching what happened. God did not stop with crying and shivering in disgust. God saw that hatred, that injustice, and God took action. And God had risen his Son to life again, to bring justice back to the world, to bring life where death had reigned. My friends, on Easter morning, we celebrate God's action in face of injustice and hatred. But on Easter morning, we also celebrate the voice of conscience that should make you and me take action in the face of hatred and injustice. It is not enough to watch all these terrible things on the screen of your TV or smartphone and comment under them saying, how terrible. It's not enough to repost that link on your Instagram and Facebook. It's not enough to cry maybe when you see what's happening to the children in Syria or somewhere else. It's not enough to feel sorry for them. For if you believe in Easter, you believe in God who takes action. And if you call yourself Christian, you and I are called to take action as well. Easter Sunday is the Sunday of God's action in the world. And it calls you and me to take action as well. We, as people who have been baptized, are called to conquer hatred with love, discrimination with equality, injustice with justice, lies with truth, and bring kindness and God's compassion to this world. We are not called to watch and cry and repost. We are called to take action as God did. Amen.